Hey guys, Bobby YouTube here, and if my boss Miller Dalton is watching, he's one of the reasons why I'm making the video, because when Christmas comes along, he calls me the Christmas Bobby Doo, because I get sort of this attitude. I get very down, I get kind of depressed when it comes to the month of Christmas. And I really don't have a good reason for it. I mean, a little reason, because I consider myself a very blessed person, you know, born again Christian, beautiful family, you know, trying to serve the Lord as best as we can. And I get, even before I was Christian, I had a problem with this month. People might call it seasonal depression. I don't know. I kind of call it reality, because there's a few points I want to make about Christmas that I've had a problem with for a long time. Now, if you're this extra, you know, sensitive person and spiritual person who can look around all day long, all month long, all year long, go, oh, I'm so blessed, I have so much to be thankful for, and I have, you know, the kids and money and everything's good, that's beautiful, but this video is probably not for you. I'm talking to the realistic people who look around sometimes, and not that they're not blessed, and not that they not realize, you know, how much God has given them, but when Christmas comes along, the first thing on my mind is, Munam. Okay, things are a little tough right now. The bills are up, the kids want certain toys, you know, the heat is off, or whatever the reason might be. So it always kind of magnifies what you don't have. It's supposed to be, Christmas is supposed to be magnify what you do have, but the problem is that lasts like 5 minutes, and the rest of the stuff that happens in your life is kind of all month long. The truth is this: I thank God because pretty much in my immediate family is still here. But my Uncle Bob, if anyone knows my Uncle Mickey Doo, my father and Uncle Mickey Doo was very, very close. And he was literally like my father. I was named after him. Has passed away a couple of years ago from lung cancer. And it's been tough in Atlantic City, it really has. So this Thanksgiving, my Aunt Tina's still living in the house. Now you have to understand something. My Uncle Bob's house was the house, and I'm sure you understand what I'm saying when I say was the house. If you've ever been to Atlantic City, you've been to my Uncle Mickey Doo's house. If there was a dinner, a glissa, a party, whatever situation went on, this was the meeting place. Uncle Bob's house. We had our New Year's there, Christmas, Thanksgiving. So we went to visit my Aunt Tina for Thanksgiving, the day after actually. So I walked in the house and I saw my Uncle Bob's chair and the Thanksgiving dinner on there, and I lost it. Oh man, I lost it. I mean, and it was even harder because I couldn't even show my Aunt Tina how much I was crying, because you know, we're leaving in a couple hours and she's there, and she was so happy because, you know, some guests came over and she got to serve, because that's what she loves to do. If anything, she loves cooking and loves serving. It made her happy. But here's my concern with it. Had it been any other day, had it been June, had it been August, or any other day, I might have walked in, seen the chair, be a little sad and kind of let it go. But because it was Thanksgiving and around Christmas time, it amplified it. It hurt even more. So my point about this with Christmas is it amplifies what you don't have. It's supposed to amplify what you do have, but let's talk real here. I mean, I think about the people who don't have any money, who don't have any homes, and even though it may be hard year-round for these people, for some reason, you know, they'll get through it. They won't think about it. You know, the person who passed away, they'll miss them every day, but when Christmas comes along, when Thanksgiving comes along, when a family holiday comes along, you know, it's hard. It just amplifies the 4 o'clock getting dark, you know, the music. Now, I thought I was the only person who felt this way, but I've been talking to a lot of people about it, and they're like, oh man, yeah, Christmas, it gets depressing. You know, when I'm personally in the mall, and a few people told me this, and they hear, you know, chestnuts roasting, and oh my goodness, get me out of here. I don't know why I hate Christmas music. I do. I know how horrible that sounds, but when we're in church for Christmas, which of course I'm going to be there, they play Christmas music. I mean, you can't worship on it. I just can't stand Christmas. I mean, for me to go in the mall and to run up and down like a maniac, looking for different gifts and different presents and sizes and what's better and what's not, and at the end you might get an Old Navy sweatshirt. And again, this is not about you giving something to receive, but you're probably going to wind up buying an Old Navy sweatshirt for someone else too. And I understand the whole thing about just buying for your children, and that's fine. But me personally, I probably repented from Christmas. I didn't decorate. We just got a daughter-in-law. My daughter's staying with us, so they went and got a tree, and that's fine. I mean, I'm not, not totally not allowed in my house. But as far as the Christmas gifts and the music and all that stuff, it puts me in a bad mood. It amplifies, to me personally, the lack of stuff. Now, for the longest time I felt this way, and I felt guilty because, well, it's Jesus' birthday. Jesus was born on Christmas, and I should love it more and, be thankful and stuff, until I found out the truth. And if you don't know it, I'd like to reveal it to you. We don't know when Jesus was born, personally, and a few scholars have said that it might have been in springtime. Now, I talked to John Zaros, and he said the reason why they think that because of the pastures and the cows and the stuff, but at that time, it could have been any time. So we don't know springtime. We don't actually know whatever date it is. Now, my birthday is November 19, as you know. If you want to celebrate it on June 12th, that's fine, but it ain't going to have the same effect. And another thing I have to expose, the whole nativity scene, the wise men and the baby Jesus and the gifts and stuff, it's all a lie. I'm sorry, guys, it's all a lie. Ask a pastor, ask a scholar, ask a teacher. 3 wise men in the Bible, it's never ever specified how many men came. They just said wise men. Could have been 2, could have been 10. They're going by 3 because there was 3 types of gift. Another thing, when they show up, it wasn't the night Jesus was born, because it says in the Bible that when they arrived, they seen the child, and what scholars are saying that it took up to 2 years for them to find Jesus, so he was 2 years old. Another thing, when they brought gifts, they didn't bring it for each other. They didn't bring it for Mary and Joseph. They didn't bring gifts to everyone. They brought it for Jesus. And the gifts wasn't Nintendo Wii or iPod. It was stuff that represented his death, his reign, and his kingdom. So let's get this straight. We don't know if there was 3 wise men. We don't know if Jesus was born on December 25th. And the gifts they brought wasn't gifts to buy each other. It was symbolic for Jesus Christ. So what are we celebrating? What did December 25th mean? I mean, let's be honest about it. Again, I'm sure there's a lot of young people watching this, and I'm not trying to spoil their Christmas. I'm not trying to spoil it. If you want to buy gifts, if you're the type of person who enjoys doing it, that's beautiful. Me personally, I don't. For some reason, it just bothers me. And not buying the gift part, because I buy my children's gift and my family gifts all year long. And as born-again Christians, every day should be a type of Christmas, a Thanksgiving, and thank you, Lord, for my children. Not just this particular day that we adapted as the birth of Jesus. It just seems weird when it's not his literal birthday. Can it be his birthday? Yeah, I guess it could. But since we don't know, why are we, have this huge, celebration? It should be an everyday celebration. And again, I'm not trying to bust anyone's bubble, but the truth is, I don't like Christmas. I'll just come out and say it straight out. It amplifies a lot of the stuff that hurts. The other night we was in church and we prayed for people who lost loved ones around the holidays. And we usually don't pray that prayer in June, in August, even though people have passed away years or even months before Christmas. Christmas to me, there's no reason for it. So please leave comments. God bless you guys. Over and out.